is skewed, then that's leading. So everybody who puts in the middle, actually this side will win. Sorry, very often means, this one will win, this side will always win.
Because even if you ask the professionals, because reading raises yourself is not something people think all the time. So even for professional people also, they might really not sure or really do not know.
This is the thing. If you think that it's fair to put not sure, it's okay. You know, you put not sure, or you can put neutral. But usually, people will try to think and they will find an answer. You know, I mean, for example, if you ask me, why do you not read novels? I don't read novels. I read a lot, but not novels. When I did literature, any English teachers here? With first class honours in TESOL, you have to do literature. I got A for literature. But all those literature, I did not read the book. I read the book very quickly, but I actually saw the movie. Because it's how my mind works, you see. And this was consented by my lecturer. She said, okay, I mean, if you cannot stand reading it, you flip through quickly, but the rest of it you get from the movies, why not? It's another mode. So my mind is like that. I'd rather sit back and go, okay. You know, I remember Hamlet was Mel Gibson or something. So now, this is the thing. If you think that they have to make sure, make a stand, then don't have the middle. But if you ask me, for example, why do you not read the novels? I don't know why. I seriously don't know why. So you can have a reason to say, I need not sure. Fine. But you know, for example, when you ask everybody here to teach, you know, do you let the students close their eyes in your lecture? Is that a yes or no? Or what do you feel about it? There's always something rather than not sure. How do you feel when somebody closes their eyes during your lecture? So, you cannot be not sure. So, a lot of professional decisions cannot be not sure. Or rarely. But reading, yes. Reading is something that, like you said, it does have possibility of that. So, since I've been talking about reading a lot as an example of my research, I'll give you something that to take home. Okay? Oh, sorry. Okay, this one. You got that, yeah? I've read so much about the bad effects of smoking, drinking, and overeating that I finally decided to stop reading. Nice one. Okay, so with that, I thank you, and we'll take questions and probably discussions. Maybe from your experience or what you're about to do, maybe we can talk about things. I'm sure some people here have done some research. No, people are interested.
Yes.
It's negative questioning, but it makes it difficult for you to actually analyze. So, for example, you have 10 questions, and you're looking at coding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 being the negative, 5 being the positive, and then one question is actually phrased negatively. Then your analysis becomes difficult, right? So let's say you do what do you call it, ANOVA, sorry, t-test, and your t-test becomes funny. Yeah, recoded, but interpretation-wise, it's difficult for you. Unless everything is negative. I mean, for your interpretation, let's say the same figure comes out. You are going to interpret it differently. And to be fair, the person answering may get confused also. Everything is positive, and then suddenly this one is negative. And, do you agree? Do you agree with yes or no? So this is the difficulty. Some people are saying that. I mean, like anything else in social sciences, a lot of people have different views. So, but for me, there's always a way to turn it into positive. Why not? Easier for you, easier for people to answer. The worst thing is that you don't know whether those people who answered actually got it right or not. Since one is already put in the negative way. You never know actually whether they got it right or not. So, answer is your question. Anybody? Yes.
The respondent's profile, should it be the first or the last?
I was about to raise that question. Great question. Some people are saying that the background should, you put the background section in the back rather than in front. What do you think? I think it's a great idea. Lately, I do that. In my PhD, I didn't do that. But lately, I do that. Why is it better? When you approach a questionnaire, they start with the issue first. Then you start answering. At the end, then they ask about yourself. Don't you feel it's non-personal? Right? Would you like that better as a respondent? Yeah. So this is a great idea. I do that daily. My first few questionnaires are all in front. Because that's the straightforward way to do it. But as a respondent, you feel better because, oh, you're asking me about my opinion on this. So they're focusing, and at the end, who's it answering? So then background of the people. So that's a great idea. Have you done that before? Or have you completed a questionnaire like that?
I advise my students when I teach them how to do questioning to put it at the last. So
Yes.
they would argue. But all this while we've seen it, the first part, but now why you ask me to
Yeah.
that, put it in the last section. So I was telling them that it would make your respondents comfortable.
True. Very true. In fact, if we don't need their background, why not? It might be okay not to ask. We know that they're representing the population. We know our sampling methods are correct. Unless we actually want to find out differences between groups, then we need their background. But other than that, we do. Anybody else?
What if our question set is to find out how the management practices and all that. So if you were to distribute the questionnaire to the top management, probably the employees may not reveal the truth, and therefore you might not be able to get the true result.
Yeah. Good question, a very good question. We're going into the ethics. So ethically, it's quite difficult to be distributing questionnaires to the people without the boss knowing. If you want to go to a hospital, for example, you don't go through the management and just go to the nurses and doctors. Ethically, it's quite difficult. But if you're going to ask about the management of the hospital, you're right. Then how are we going to make sure that they're going to answer, or else they give back to the top management, everything must be okay. Yeah.